What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at this spare tire carrier from Demco. As you can see, we got two of them installed on the trailer. You're not going to want two of them at the same time, but just want to show you your options. You got the silver one over there, or the black powder coat one over here. Either way, whatever fits your trailer or whatever you want to put on there. It gets the tire out of the trailer, up here, saving you space there to load up with more stuff. Taking a closer look at the different finishes here, you can see the silver one is actually smoother than the black powder coat one. It doesn't have the dimples and stuff like that in it as this one, the black powder coat one, does. Which actually this one matches the trailer more, so we'll probably stick with this one because it blends right in. The brackets here sandwich the frame, and it's strong enough to where I'm going to shake the whole thing. It's not going anywhere. This carrier is not moving. It's going to keep the tire on here nice and secure. Now this spare tire carrier is made to fit the bolt patterns of 4-on-4 and 5-on-5.5. Now how it accommodates all the different bolt patterns is you just loosen this bolt here in the middle, which backs this plate off, which gives the bolts room to move around. They sit in this groove in the back, and that's, you know, as the plate tightens up, it keeps them in place. You loosen it, you can move them freely to fit the bolt pattern of your tire. And once you find that right spacing for it on your tire, you tighten this middle bolt back down and it'll be stuck in place. Now it's kind of hard to do in its upright position like it is right now, but in the install we'll show you an easier way to do it with your tire. Now whether you pick the silver finish or the black powder coat finish, they both have a 500-hour salt spray rating, which means it's going to hold up to rust and corrosion. Overall, I think the spare tire carrier from Demco is a great option. Keeps your tire up and out of the back of your trailer, giving you more room for the stuff you want to haul. Keeps it up here on the side. I can still work my jack. If you had a toolbox here, you can still get to that. Because the other ways you can mount a spare tire is the U-bolts. Well, those usually lay right here on the A-frame of the trailer, and there's just not a lot of room for that. It would be in the way of this handle or whatever I need to get to, or even put it on the trailer, it could stick out more. It's not what I want. I want it up and out of the way like this, and it just provides the benefits of being able to do that. Another thing is it's really easy to install, so let me show you how we did that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before you get it installed is let's go ahead and line up our bolts to the bolt pattern on our tire. It's way easier to do it now than when it's sitting up and you loosen this and the bolts move all over and you have to try and do that several times. You should do it here, trust me. So we're going to loosen this a little bit. We already had it set earlier, but I just want to show you how to do it. So now that these are loose, when you get it, you want to put your tire on top. There we go. So now we know it fits this bolt pattern. We can tighten this back down and it's good to go when we put it on the trailer. Now we want to go ahead and put our carrier on the frame in the position we want it. I think we'll put it right about here. Make sure you give the tire enough space from the trailer here. That way it doesn't hit. We might move it out here just a little bit more. Give it plenty of room. Setting this on top, go ahead and drop the bolts for now. You have 4 of these. Just drop into place. I'm going to put the plate on here and just do these hand tighten, put the nuts on, hand tighten them to the bolts. And then I'll double check and make sure that the frame is in the middle, because if you don't line it up like that, then the plate's going to, like, as you tighten down, it might go like that slightly or twist like that. We want it nice and in the middle, that way the pressure holds it evenly. All right, now we'll go ahead and tighten down our nuts. Now I'm going to kind of go around and try to get them on there evenly. Look at that. It's on there nice. I'm still going to give a couple more turns with this, just to be sure. Now it's time to throw the tire up there. Now this is what I was trying to say earlier. You know, we had it laid on the floor and we got these bolts spaced out to the bolt pattern here. It's way easier to do that when it's on the ground and tighten and loosen it than try and loosen this and have these falling up and down, fumbling with the tire up there. We got it all in place, so it should just go right in there. Fits just fine. Now we'll put on the lug nuts. The lug nuts aren't included in with the spare tire carrier. You'll need to make sure you get the right ones depending on the rim of your tire you know, if you have steel or aluminum, make sure you get the appropriate lug nuts. Just gonna go ahead and put these on hand tight now, then I'll tighten them down. And once you get the lug nuts tightened down, you're good to go. And that does it for a look at the Demco Spare Tire Carrier.